Unless we did and I just blanked it from memory. Unless I do remember it, I just blanked it from memory. It might be that. I feel like with the timing of the date, it must be like talking a bit more detail about what's in the expansion and then going, hey, here's the date for expansion 2. But, like, who knows, really? I might just ride them out a bit shorter, to like 10 on the dot, and then we'll just headbutt Sonic Forces. We'll see how I feel, because I might be like, no, I'm too in the depths of this level to do that. The fast. It beckons. I like part of it is because I'm just kind of like, I do want to play a boost Sonic, and I know it's bad, I know it's terrible. But part of me is morbidly curious about that. I want to see it. So since we have a podcast planned for this week, so getting in some Sonic Forces at least before that, this doesn't bode well. They've given me a whole array of weapons. This is a combat arena. Probably a saucy combat arena at that, but there's nothing here yet, which gives me multiple willies. Red key. That game doesn't bode well. What's the catch? What's the trick? We're gonna fight the fucking Cyberdemon in here or something, aren't we? Oh yes. Can I like zip T off the stairs? I don't think I can. Huh. That's a bit meteor. Fuck it. What's with the dots? Third Indian game on 3DS. I thought you were about. I've done something terrible and you're about to judge me for it. What gave you that? What made that come to mind out of curiosity? Good. So I'm not screaming enough. Fucker, fucker. Are you serious? I'm an idiot. Where are you all coming from? Did I see an invisible fucker there? I did. I'm dead. Alright, well that's about what could be expected from that. Just remember it. I have a bunch of shit to finish in 3DS, so do I. I want to save Etrian Odysseys. I have the 6th Professor Layton game. I guess technically the Ace Attorney games, but I'm beginning to kind of wonder if I should just, if they have iOS versions, I'll just do that. And part of me is kind of like, if they're on iOS, you could probably just like record or stream those as well while you're at it. But then kind of at the same time, it's kind of like, but if you don't get the logic like in a section, how long is it until someone yells it at you? Okay. Who or what prompted everything to appear and destroy me? Alright. Back up so you don't get caught out. Hang on. Brief on mute. Well, I now have. Man, this is the second message in a row. I started with man. I do that a lot. We are men of man here. Man, guy, bro. I mean, I now have, what is your deal? I now have, Kingdom Hearts, Melody of Memory to buzz about. What else was this year specifically? I feel like there was another that was this year specifically. Which, is escaping me at this moment. Yeah, I know, right? I know. Like, the length of the letters, like lining up with whether or not you're playing Sora, or whether you're playing a Sora and someone else, or whether you're playing not a Sora at all. Fucking Nomura, man. He's wild. I have a blue key. What am I looking for? I'm looking for a blue thing. Blue key, blue key, blue key. But yeah, it's fucking wild. And that's how we knew, like, right off, okay, this is not going to be a game starring Sora. Well, you do play him in the little rhythm thing, or play Kingdom Hearts 1 Sora, which is probably Data Sora from Recoded, maybe. The actual story features Kairi mainly, and then Riku on backup, which is sick. It's actually like Melody of Memory is actually like the next main, like, it's not like a purely little side thing with no connection. Like, it has the next leg of story, which is glorious. I love that. I'm looking forward to it. It also reminded me that I have to stream Remind still. Oh yeah, brother. I have to stream Remind still, which, you know, I have a plan for. We'll get to that. But yeah, must be a blue door or something in here I missed then, surely. You know what? You're blue. I guess it was nice of it to wait until the door opened. Hang on. Alright. Fucker. Nice, it's going down now. But yeah, learning that detail was just like, oh my god. This fucking guy, this fucking series, I'm going nuts. Where apparently, Remind apparently started with Nomura's, pardon me, Phase 2 of Kingdom Hearts, and that's because the Remind leads into the next major story arc. They also said the mobile game Union Key is coming to its final chapter. Dark Roads is just an expansion for that on top of that final chapter, and there's at least two more main like game projects in this phase too. So who knows when they're coming? Probably, as Nomura said, a lot closer than you think, because fucking, I should have just punched it, honestly. What was it? What's growling? Something here? God. But yeah, like, whoa. Steady on. Shit's wild in the world of Kingdom Hearts right now. There's suggestion, there was like, you know, help. There was, I say there's like rumors or whatever there being a like Disney Plus Kingdom Hearts show. And if it's a live action disaster, which I expect it to be because Disney, I don't want any part of it, even though I know it's probably going to have some sort of stupid key details to make it enticing. I would hope not. If it's a purely animated one, which it might be, maybe, then, you know, fuck it, quids in. I'm probably not going to buy Disney Plus for it, but quids in. What am I looking for? Yeah, Wild Time for Kingdom Hearts. There was another game, I feel like, that is coming this year, and I was like, oh, yes. 13 Sentinels, Aegis Rim. Vanillaware's, like, mecha RTS slash visual novel. That's finally getting its Western release, fucking finally. So looking forward to that. I didn't get a red key, so that's... Like, fucking... buzzing about that one. Really, I could drop down and grab these, actually. That's what I could do with that. Shortgun. Boom. Boom. That was something closing. So, yeah. Sick times to be had by all. You looked like you were something. You know what? Go back up. What is directly over here? Health bonuses. Yeah. And there's armor ones. We're good on armor for now. Where's that sign again? When I do this, there's something open and I haven't realized it. Fucker. Oh, at least I can immediately slap it down. Yeah, actually, I guess there's also like it's out already, so you know, I guess it's a bit beyond the remit of things to look forward to. But you know, I haven't bought it yet, so there's is this right? Does that make sense? This isn't like open to secret extra yet, has it? No, it hasn't. Let's just walk just to the other side. There's that. Yeah. Okay, now it's fine. Cycle back. I might have missed something. Oh, hey. PS5, yes. That's a big thing. I'll say whatever the fuck here, really. There'll be like full detail shit for the podcast. I don't have to stress about like, oh, but what about saving shit for Chris? Let's talk about that. This slot is a travesty. That's just undeniable. That's just like that shoddy design. That's kind of like they designed this digital only first and put that in as a thing. New Rancid and Clunk. I'm I say genuinely surprised that, like, to be fair, the original Ratchet and Clank actually was a like hardware pusher and, like, you know, a real display of like hardware power for the PS2 back in the day. So like Ratchet and Clank for PS5 being the most technically impressive game there is not that, like, you know, ridiculous or anything. But it is kind of surprising to me that Ratchet and Clank, like the new one, is the only thing there that actually showed that vaunted SSD superpower they kept talking up. So, oh no. Another one. You got too close. I'm an idiot. He did the thing. He thinks he's cool. He is. There he is. I know you. Had to do it at least once. Well, I just got owned. Alright, well, at least I know what I'm doing now. I was right, though. Yeah, so am I, honestly. And I'm actually really glad that... I'm beyond glad. I'm fucking laughing my ass off that they killed the reboot with this. I think that's internet memeing. Knack 3 wasn't at the show. I'm pretty sure Knack 3 doesn't exist. What am I doing? Yeah, I'm pretty sure Knack 3 doesn't exist. Because it wasn't at the PS5 show and I haven't heard anything myself about it. So that's people memeing. You can decide whether that's unfortunate or not. We missed the Sonic Forces stream last week because of the PS5 things. I actually forgot about it being that Thursday. And then, you know, how shit happened. I hate Lost Souls so much. Stairs are not... Turn off auto run. Stairs are not ideal. I'm glad that thing killed a Lost Soul for me. They're infighting over there, I think. Good. Yeah. I mean, okay, like... I don't think the Demon Souls remake is cool. This is me being the fucker, but I don't think it's cool. I looked at it and I was so goddamn excited. The moment I saw the opening, like the bit where in the video they show where like the, you know, the hollow face drops down, like upside down, being dangled over the sky, I was instantly like, that's it. I know it. Like, that's Demon Souls, and I flipped my shit like instantly. It's a bit wild seeing it just spawning. Yeah, it's not even just too much bright. It's over designed. It misses the point of a lot of Demon Souls art style and world, and they've just changed some designs outright for the far worse. What they did to Flame Lurker is ridiculous. They scrapped like an actually really rad design that has like an interesting little design detail in it that suggests settling like background story shit, but and they just replaced it with what looks like, you know, a knockoff tiny Diablo. You know, like generic fire demon piece of shit fucker. And it's kind of like, why on earth? Why on this blessed earth would you do that? Like, why? Did I kill the invisible git? I presume that's his body there. Or there. No, that's the Baron. Or Hell Knight, rather. Barons are pink ones. I guess I got him. Okay. Yeah, like there's so much of it that's just like, oh Jesus, no. That I'm not gonna say it's a hard pass because it might play accurately and fine and all. I'm not really looking forward to it though, and that might be part of why I'm actually kind of down on the PS5 showing as a whole. There's a lot that just didn't interest me personally, and there's a lot that just didn't look impressive for what it is. Hello? Oh. I'm just kind of like, yeah. The thing is, I'm not gonna say like, oh, I'm never gonna get one, because you know, like, they're gonna release Kingdom Hearts 4 on that eventually. Final Fantasy 7 Remake will probably be on that first for ages. I'm gonna eventually get it, especially because, you know, if this PS4 Pro is anything like my original PS4, it will crap out sooner rather than later. It's doing fine so far. Been doing fine for as long as I had it, to be fair. But you never know. And, brain dying. Ooh. That's right, yeah. Grab the thing. Yeah, like, the way it looks shows that they don't know at all what Demon Souls aesthetic was. They don't get why it was so good. They don't get what that did for the game as a whole. It just shows that they really do not get Demon Souls a lot at all. And you get, you know, baffling people in here making claims like, oh, you see, they just couldn't render it like this on PS3, so it looks better because it has more detail, and also, yeah, it couldn't look this cool or gothic on PS3 because, you know, the PS3 clearly couldn't render the color white or make things look gothic. That's clearly how that works. It absolutely didn't make it look, you know, this way at all for on purpose for a reason. Blindly consume everything somebody puts in front of you because it's shinier. People aggravate the shit out of me. There's just a lot with it that's just kind of like, this gives me despair. This is the armor one. You might as well take it. It just gives me like just immense despair. And I'm so like, do you know the Astrobot game? Have you heard the thing about the Astrobot bit, Hammer? The one, you know, the white robots playing about inside that's meant to be. So, Astrobot was, I think, the first began using that little thing for the VR. Like for PSVR. Yeah, it's that they're making a new one for PS5, but it's not VR focused. It's like, oh, these are going to show off the features of the PS5 hardware to you in a little game that will like show off controller features and console features and shit. It's meant to be, it's built into like every PS5 by default, so like, you know, you have it as a packet automatically, which is neat. There's a shot of little Astrobots playing with a PS1 DualShock. There's, you know, in the background of one shot, there's the PS2 operating system boot up happening, and another shot in the trailer, there's a PS3 drawn on the back wall. And people are kind of going like, oh, what if this is, what do they know? What if this is like, because this is meant to be a game showing the features, what if they're knowing? And it's like, they're going to have like backwards compatibility, and I'm just sitting here going like, that probably does show some intent to do that. I fully believe it's going to be some, it's going to be some fucking, damn it, some fucking, you know, PS Now streaming crap, or it's going to be a virtual console thing, or both together, and that's going to be deplorably awful, and I hate it. But that's where I stand right now. If they want to like surprise me and prove me hideously wrong, I wait it. But I'm fairly confident that I'm right. So like, if it is like the actual backwards compatibility, like actual backwards compatibility for all those, like PS3 and all, we're fine, because then we have easy access to the original Demon Souls. It is emulatable now, and like well enough. but we have easy access to it off emulator then. The fact that it's emulatable now is kind of going like, Sony, there really is no excuse, because the hardware in the PS5 is kind of actually cutting edge for PCs, never mind consoles. Like, fucking, you have the power. You have the insider knowledge on how the consoles like worked originally, so like, fucking, what's the excuse? But we'll see how that plays out. I'm kind of of the view, like, why, if you have that capability, why didn't you announce it, like, outright? And people are, like, you know, they make the point, like, they're probably sitting there for another show that will have, like, you know, the release date and price and shit. It's kind of like, you know, if it has a bad price, but you also announce it's fully backwards compatible with all other consoles, it's kind of like, you make a compelling argument. But, you know. Idiot. Whiffed. It's fine. Take the shot again. Land the direct hit. God damn you. There we go. You. You fucker. He hits like a goddamn truck. Probably a bunch of assholes at top going, oh, you're gonna not make money, or they're, yeah, honestly, likely are. I mean, again, it's not like something on video or fully confirmed, but there is that, like, fairly credible word on the street that, like, your guy, one of the current Sony PlayStation execs, I think Jim Ryan, one of the American ones, was like at a show, you know, like showing off the history of Gran Turismo at a game show. While he was there, he looked at the old ones, like, you know, forward and back, and was like, why would anyone ever play this? They look so bad. And it's kind of like, I could believe he said that, like, very easily believe he said that. And given Sony's attitudes and behaviors elsewhere, and in regard to backwards compatibility and other shit, you know, her confirmed. Yep. It is that sort of, like, you know, Sony's attitudes in regard to a lot of this shit is kind of like, yeah, I could easily believe that, on top of it just being a generally credible, like, statement for them to say. Because this, Jim Ryan was also the one, I'm pretty sure, who was used to trot out the constant excuses and confused by backpedaling and back and forth on fucking crossplay, among other things, which, you know, he probably didn't wing that himself, but wouldn't be surprised if he did. Wait. Don't you just spawn in front of me, you fucker. Fucking dancing the dance out here. Die. Yeah. It would be nice. I don't necessarily believe they're doing it. I feel like expecting a stupid, bad, awful fucking streaming and or virtual console equivalent service is, you know, a lot sooner. Like, it's a lot sooner to believe that's what they're gonna do. Fucker. So it's still a travesty? Yeah. It really is. And it has no right to be, like, at all. But it is, because Nintendo, I'm convinced it's a pride thing at this point, because I can't make sense of it otherwise. Like, someone up top is just very prideful about this, and I want you to suffer. You know, like, ugh. There's the mega armor around there. Fuck's sake. Should drop down for the health buff. Kill everything first, then drop down for the health bonuses. Oh. You own Paper Mario 64 on the Wii. Yep. When I play it past the ring over the Wii U, I lost my ability to play it because there is no controller for it. Stunning. Did give me the armor, I did. Something like this, yes, give me that first. Getting to that would be really nice, but can't do the angle running enough for it. GNC controller, but Wii has no port for it without that adapter. Yeah. It's just, I don't know. It's all just fucking shit. It's all just piss. It's just piss all the way down. Do you have that discount for it in the Wii U store? Do you own it on the Wii? And I have yet to buy it. You remember that? Probably well at some point. Well, fair. Like I forgot about that. Like going from Wii to Wii U Virtual Console, you had to pay extra for if you wanted it on the Wii U again, and just give you a discount. It's kind of like you could have just let us immediately get it. I know, sure, you can say extra port work to make the fucking thing work with the Wii U gamepad, but you could also just let me own it. You fucker. You shit. This is why people pirate. And they're right to. But capitalism. It's just deranged. It was ever more deranged all the time. Sassy fucker, he's swerving. He's strafing. Yeah, no, like that's the thing like I like to say, like if a thing like such as like Persona 4 Golden's PC port having Denuvo, see if they do like stupid or very problematic shit like that with making you not able to get it, or they make the port really bad, or like they just do other anti-consumer shit. If you want the cleanest conscience, buy it anyway, and then just pirate the better version, the like fixed, repacked, whatever version, the more easily accessible version, whatever. Just do it. Especially since under European law it's legal anyway to own ROM backups of games you already own and shit, because then it's kind of like, well, you own it, it's not a digital license, you own it. You can do what you like with it. You know, you can't resell it. You can resell it in the sense that you can sell it pre-owned. You can't, like, copy and resell a digital file, that's nuts. But you can't go selling your ROM of a thing otherwise. You don't know what I mean. I just want you fucking dead. I will hit you with this as many times as I have to ensure that. It's so fucking hard. But yeah, I'm so happy about the trophy for that being Rip and Tear. God bless. There we go. Oh, that just opens this. Oh. Was that also the exit? Entering spawning feeder. You know what, I think it's on that level long enough by itself because of the multiple deaths. You know what, we are neatly at 10, so I'm gonna do the thing I said. Let's go start forces. But yeah, like that's the way to be, I feel like, and I make no bones of it saying that, especially if you already own it legally, like you bought it legally once already. It's kind of like, you know, to make it perfectly replayable whenever, just pirate. Fuck it, like you've given them the money for the thing, like can't complain. I mean, they can, but they'll be wrong to. If they want the money for it being available on our platform or for extra features, whatever, they should implement that. They should fix the thing that makes you pirate it to play it otherwise. Because otherwise, like, you know, you've no right to. Yeah, like you should. At this point, like, just go for it. Just pirate Chibi Robo to replay it again. I still have my copy on all there. I have the idea for I've seen something that might make it viable for me to be able to record, not PS3, but like PS2, GameCube, and well, basically PS2 and GameCube actually, because my PS1s are dead. Well, you could replay them to the PS2 actually. But yes, replay those. It's like it's like a what the fuck is the term for it? Video device, the OSSC signal converter thing that lets you takes in their signals and just puts them out as like clean HDMI with basically no input lag. And I've seen enough people say that they use it and get good results. We've seen the results of it, and I'm kind of like, you know what? Sure. I am that. So, I remember ages ago when I had the Elgato, I streamed Chibi Robo for a bit. That was fun, but that was ages ago. Well before, I guess, the channel was in the state it's in now, if you could put it that way. Not replay it, just play it for the first time. You should. Chibi Robo's really good. I really enjoyed it. It's an endlessly charming game, and I like the way it does a lot of things. It's just the things about, like, games where you're, like, a tiny thing in, like, a regular house or whatever, and everything in the house is massive. Like, that sort of thing just really tickles me, and very few things do it, or at least do it the way I want them to do it. The way Chibi Robo does it, really. It is a sad tune.